Sources are saying the new Batman Arkham game is a reboot, Masters of the Universe lands a top-notch voice cast, and Batman and Catwoman got a bundle of joy on the way. Hello, Chris Killian here, filling in for BD, who's off on vacation in Budapest, so I'm going to recount the best news from the past week that might have slipped under your radar. Batman writer Tom King took to Twitter to reveal Catwoman and Batman are expecting. How did this happen? Alright, time to give your kids the bats and the bees talk. To be fair, Tom King didn't technically say she's pregnant, so it's honestly kind of rude we're making those assumptions. Maybe Bruce and Selena just hit up the Olive Garden and she's having a food baby. If she's knocked up, I've got questions. First off, Catwoman looks like she's entering her third trimester, so why is she in costume on a roof in the first place? That seems dangerous. Plus, there's no way her poor swollen feet are fitting into her high-heel boots. Is she still committing burglary like this? Because there's no way that belly is slinking around security lasers without setting them off. Is this even Batman's baby? Could you imagine the drama that's gonna unfold if we find out there's a Joker baby in there?
You know, I just do things.
Continuing with old bats, according to a new report, Warner Bros. Montreal's upcoming Batman game is a reboot. The report notes that it's a soft reboot, which means apparently it will still exist in the Arkham universe but be disconnected from those stories. Furthermore, the report adds the name of the game changed during the course of development, however, the Court of Owls angle is still a big focus. Also, we saw a possible logo from a picture in an elevator at the studio that's alarmingly similar to the Batman Beyond symbol. If this turns out to be a futuristic Batman Beyond game with Terry taking on the Court of Owls,
Shut up and take my money!
And the Bat news keeps coming. While filming this show, we got our first look at Ben Affleck as Robert Pattinson's stunt double. No, that's not true, but this is our first look at the Batsuit in action from the Batman. I've got thoughts, but I need to process my feelings, so expect a much more detailed reaction soon. Kevin Smith has rounded up a pretty remarkable voice cast for the Masters of the Universe Revelation, which is supposed to be a direct continuation of the animated series from the 80s. Lena Headey as Evil Lynn is just perfect, because if anyone knows a thing or two about being evil, it's Cersei from Game of Thrones.
Power is power.
Her Game of Thrones co-star Liam Cunningham is Man-at-Arms, plus Sarah Michelle Gellar as Tila, Kevin Conroy as Merman, Henry Rollins as Triclops, Stephen Root as Cringer, Dietrich Bader as King Randor and Trapjaw, and even Jason Mewes as Stinkor. Woo! But of course, the creme de la creme is Mark Hamill voicing Skeletor. Of course, this seems like a perfect opportunity to mention that Mark Hamill himself liked when I covered this news earlier this week. There's a new Westworld trailer for Season 3, and I don't know if I'm gonna cover that any better than I did yesterday, so let's just roll that. I love the first two seasons of Westworld, even though most of the time I had no clue what's going on. So building off of that, it looks like the third season's gonna fit right in. It also featured the debut of Aaron Paul, who, I'm sorry, every time I see him, I see Jesse Pinkman. When I hear him on BoJack Horseman, I hear Jesse Pinkman. It's not a knock, I love Jesse so much that Aaron Paul can't not be Jesse Pinkman for me. Guys, what if this is Jesse Pinkman in hiding and now he's selling robots crystal meth? That's stupid. But what if, right? A Bloodsport shirt so nice I wore it twice. You know who's smelling what Sonic is cooking? Possibly The Rock. Now that Sonic is on its way to be the highest grossing video game adaptation of all time, rumors are rumbling that The Rock might come on board the sequel.
Where am I? What year is it? Is The Rock president?
Whether it's as the voice of Knuckles or a cameo as President Dwayne Johnson, or neither, we just don't know, so I won't pretend I do. And that does it. Both BD and myself will be back next week. Please give the video a like or share for support. Jump in on those comments so I've got something to do this weekend, or hit me up on Twitter at Chris Killian or on Instagram at CK Comedy. And as always, thanks for coming to Comicbook.com for the best geek news.